Imagine turning your passion into profit with just $100. No investors, no debt, just creativity and hustle. The $100 startup shows you how anyone can build a successful business from scratch without breaking the bank. Introduction, the $100 startup. In the introduction to the $100 startup, Chris Guillebeau sets the stage by debunking the myth that starting a business requires a huge investment. He highlights the success stories of people who built profitable businesses with less than $100, showing that it's possible to turn a passion or skill into a thriving venture with minimal financial risk. Guillebeau introduces the concept of micro-businesses, small, low-cost businesses that don't require significant startup capital, fancy office space, or employees. He emphasizes that anyone, regardless of background or experience, can start a business with the right mindset, dedication, and a willingness to take action. The introduction serves as both inspiration and a call to action, encouraging readers to see business as something within their reach and not reserved only for those with big budgets. Chapter 1. How to Live Well for Under $100. In Chapter 1, Chris Guillebeau explores the idea of living frugally, yet effectively to maximize your resources when starting a business. He suggests that a small budget can be enough to create a fulfilling and successful entrepreneurial life, as long as you're willing to be resourceful and make smart choices. The chapter highlights the importance of minimizing expenses and focusing on what truly matters, allowing you to invest in what will directly impact your business. Guillebeau shares examples of people who have built businesses by being strategic about their spending and prioritizing what's essential, whether it's a low-cost marketing strategy or leveraging free tools and resources. He encourages readers to think creatively about how they can live within their means while pursuing their entrepreneurial goals. The chapter emphasizes that starting small and living well on a budget is not just about cutting back. It's about embracing the freedom that comes with having fewer financial constraints and more flexibility to invest in what works. The overall message of the chapter is that with careful planning and a shift in mindset, you can live well, thrive, and build a business without needing to spend much money up front. Chapter 2. The New Economy. In Chapter 2, Chris Guillebeau explores the concept of the new economy, a world where traditional job structures are being replaced by more flexible, independent ways of working. This new economy is characterized by the rise of micro-businesses, freelancers, and online entrepreneurs who are able to create profitable ventures with minimal overhead. Guillebeau explains that the traditional career path, which often involves a steady job with a single employer, is no longer the only viable option for success. The advent of the internet and the ease of connecting with global markets have allowed anyone with a skill, idea, or passion to start their own business. In this new economy, it's not about working for a big company or making a large initial investment. It's about leveraging personal expertise, technology, and low-cost tools to reach customers directly. The chapter emphasizes that people are no longer limited by geographical location, and they can work on their terms. Guillebeau shows how many entrepreneurs are taking advantage of this shift to create businesses that align with their lifestyles and values, achieving financial independence without relying on a traditional 9-to-5 job. This shift has created an environment where anyone can thrive by embracing creativity, flexibility, and the power of the digital marketplace. Ultimately, Chapter 2 stresses that the new economy offers boundless opportunities for anyone willing to take initiative, work smart, and embrace the power of entrepreneurial thinking. Chapter 3. The Art of the Start. In Chapter 3, Chris Guillebeau dives into the essential steps and strategies for getting your business off the ground. He introduces the art of the start as a framework for taking an idea and turning it into a tangible, actionable business. The focus here is on moving from thinking to doing, emphasizing the importance of starting quickly rather than waiting for everything to be perfect. Guillebeau stresses the importance of starting small, with the least possible investment, and using a lean approach. He encourages readers to experiment and test their ideas in the real world to see if there's a market for what they want to offer. This chapter also highlights the significance of choosing a business that aligns with your skills and passions, which can help you stay motivated and connected to your work as you grow. A major point in this chapter is the idea of validation. the process of confirming that people are willing to pay for what you're offering. Guillebeau suggests that the best way to validate your business idea is to put it into the world and observe how people respond. Whether it's through early sales, feedback, or interest, this validation is crucial before diving deeper into building your business. Guillebeau also discusses the importance of defining your target market, setting realistic goals, and focusing on what's essential in the early stages. The chapter encourages readers to act fast, learn from their mistakes, and iterate on their ideas as they move forward. Starting a business is less about having a perfect plan and more about taking the first step and learning along the way. Overall, the art of the start is about building momentum and taking bold action, rather than waiting for the perfect moment to begin. Chapter 4. How to Find Your Business Idea. In Chapter 4, Chris Guillebeau addresses one of the most common obstacles aspiring entrepreneurs face: finding a profitable business idea. He explains that the process of discovering the right idea doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. Instead, it often comes down to recognizing opportunities in areas where you already have skills, passions, or interests. Guillebeau suggests that successful business ideas typically emerge from three key areas. 1. Skills and expertise. Leverage what you already know. Whether it's a professional skill, a hobby, or a personal passion, your expertise can be the foundation for a business. He advises readers to look at what they do best and how it can be turned into a product or service that others will value. 2. Solving problems. Great business ideas often stem from identifying problems that people face and finding simple, effective solutions. Guillebeau encourages readers to pay attention to the pain points around them, whether it's something they struggle with personally or an issue they've noticed others face. 3. Testing and validation. The key to a successful business idea is its ability to attract customers. Guillebeau emphasizes the importance of testing ideas quickly and cheaply. This can be done by seeking feedback from potential customers or offering early versions of products or services to gauge interest. The chapter also stresses the importance of passion and personal alignment. A business that taps into your genuine interests is more likely to succeed because it keeps you motivated and engaged even when challenges arise. Guillebeau warns against chasing trends or trying to imitate others. Authenticity is critical. Lastly, he discusses how the best business ideas don't necessarily need to be groundbreaking or revolutionary. They can simply offer a fresh take on something existing or an improved way of doing things. In summary, Chapter 4 provides a framework for finding business ideas that align with your personal skills, solve real problems, and are tested for market demand. It encourages readers to look inward and tap into their existing strengths while keeping an eye out for new opportunities that may be waiting to be discovered. Chapter 5. Your First Business. In Chapter 5, Chris Guillebeau focuses on the critical steps to take when launching your first business. This chapter is about transitioning from idea to execution, how to actually start selling your product or service, reach customers, and begin building your brand, all while keeping costs low and operations simple. Guillebeau emphasizes the importance of starting small. He suggests that the first version of your product or service doesn't need to be perfect. In fact, it's better to get something out into the world quickly and iterate based on feedback rather than waiting for everything to be flawless. He encourages entrepreneurs to create a minimum viable product, MVP, a basic version of what you offer that solves a problem or fulfills a need. A central theme in this chapter is the idea of bootstrapping, starting your business with little to no outside funding. Guillebeau stresses that the key to getting started is not about securing large amounts of capital, but about being resourceful and using whatever tools or networks you have access to. Many successful businesses began with very little money, and this is especially possible today due to the accessibility of digital tools and platforms. The chapter also addresses the importance of selling. Guillebeau emphasizes that sales are at the heart of every business, and that early entrepreneurs should focus on finding customers who are willing to pay for their offerings. He talks about the need for an entrepreneurial mindset that involves identifying where customers are, how to reach them, and how to make the initial sale. Finally, the chapter discusses the importance of creating value for customers. Successful businesses don't just sell products or services, they offer solutions to people's problems. By focusing on adding value, you can differentiate your business from competitors and build trust with customers. In essence, Chapter 5 is all about taking action. It provides a roadmap for how to go from concept to launch, with a focus on starting small, staying lean, and learning from your customers. It encourages new entrepreneurs to embrace the uncertainty of the early stages and start building a business step by step, even if that means making mistakes along the way. Chapter 6, From Idea to Execution. In Chapter 6, Chris Guillebeau focuses on the transition from having a business idea to actually executing it. This chapter is about turning concepts into reality and taking the necessary actions to launch your business. Guillebeau emphasizes the importance of moving quickly and not overthinking. The key to success is often in taking that first step, rather than waiting for everything to be perfectly planned. He encourages readers to break down their goals into small, manageable steps. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the larger task of starting a business, Guillebeau suggests focusing on the next immediate task, whether that's setting up a website, reaching out to potential customers, or creating a simple prototype of your product. Small tasks build momentum, and as you complete each one, you move closer to turning your idea into a real business. A key point in this chapter is testing your idea with real customers. Guillebeau stresses that ideas don't become businesses until people actually pay for them. He recommends creating a test market for your product or service and gathering feedback directly from potential customers. Whether it's through surveys, pre-orders, or a small batch of your product, testing allows you to validate that your idea resonates with your target audience. Guillebeau also highlights the importance of marketing and building your brand early on. He discusses the concept of pre-selling, or generating interest and excitement about your offering before it's fully developed, which helps build credibility and a customer base from day one. Another important theme is staying lean. Instead of sinking money into expensive overhead or large-scale operations, Guillebeau encourages readers to keep their initial investment as low as possible and reinvest profits into growing the business. This minimizes risk while allowing for growth and adaptation based on customer feedback. Finally, Guillebeau talks about the value of learning by doing. While planning is important, execution and iteration are where true progress happens. He advises entrepreneurs to expect mistakes and setbacks along the way, but to view them as learning opportunities rather than failures. In summary, Chapter 6 is about the importance of taking action, validating your business idea, and adapting quickly based on feedback. It encourages readers to move from concept to execution as efficiently as possible, staying lean and agile while focusing on creating value for customers. Chapter 7, The New Rules of Work. In Chapter 7, Chris Guillebeau examines the evolving landscape of work in the modern economy. He outlines the new rules of work, which reflect the shift from traditional employment to more flexible, independent, and entrepreneurial ways of making a living. Guillebeau argues that the world of work is undergoing a transformation, and the old paradigms of job security and a steady paycheck are no longer the only routes to success. The chapter introduces the idea that micro-businesses, freelancing, and side hustles are becoming the norm for many people, especially in the age of the internet. Guillebeau explains that instead of working for a single employer for decades, individuals can now leverage their skills and passions to create businesses that give them more freedom and autonomy. With tools like social media, websites, and online marketplaces, it's easier than ever to work for yourself, manage your own time, and reach customers around the world. A central theme in this chapter is the freedom of choice. The new rules of work allow people to design their own careers based on what they care about, what they're good at, and what they want to contribute to the world. Guillebeau points out that while this new way of working doesn't offer the same benefits as traditional jobs, such as health insurance or a guaranteed salary, it offers a unique kind of freedom, the freedom to choose what work you do and how you do it. The chapter also highlights the growing importance of self-sufficiency. With the rise of remote work, freelancing, and personal entrepreneurship, people are increasingly responsible for creating their own opportunities. Guillebeau encourages readers to embrace this shift by taking control of their careers and finding ways to monetize their passions, skills, and hobbies. Guillebeau also discusses the role of technology in shaping the new rules of work. The internet has made it possible for anyone to reach global markets, manage businesses with low overhead costs, and connect with like-minded individuals and potential customers. He suggests that technology has democratized the world of work, leveling the playing field and allowing people from all backgrounds to enter the entrepreneurial space. The chapter concludes with an exploration of how this shift affects lifestyle design. Many people are using the new rules of work to create businesses that allow them to travel, work from home, or spend more time with family. The chapter emphasizes that work today is less about conforming to rigid structures and more about designing a lifestyle that fits individual desires and goals. In essence, Chapter 7 encourages readers to embrace the flexibility and opportunities of the new economy. By leveraging technology, focusing on self-sufficiency, and pursuing passions, individuals can create careers that are not only financially rewarding, but also fulfilling on a personal level. Chapter 8. Case Studies. In Chapter 8, Chris Guillebeau provides a collection of real-world case studies to demonstrate how everyday people have successfully built businesses with minimal investment, often starting with just $100. These case studies serve as both inspiration and practical examples, showcasing a variety of business models, industries, and personal backgrounds. Each case study highlights a unique entrepreneur who turned their passion, skills, or knowledge into a profitable business, offering a different perspective on how to apply the principles laid out in the previous chapters. The focus is on micro-businesses, small-scale ventures that require little upfront capital but are capable of generating significant returns with the right strategy. Some of the key takeaways from these case studies include starting with what you know. Many of the entrepreneurs in these stories began with something they were already good at or passionate about, such as photography, writing, or fitness. They leveraged their expertise to create value for others. Finding niche markets. Several of the entrepreneurs identified specific underserved markets that were eager for the products or services they offered. This chapter emphasizes that success often comes from serving a niche rather than trying to compete in broader, saturated markets. Embracing simplicity and lean operations. The case studies reinforce the idea that successful businesses don't need large teams, expensive equipment, or complicated processes. Instead, many entrepreneurs focused on simplicity and efficiency, keeping costs low while delivering value. Effective marketing on a budget. The entrepreneurs showcased in the case studies often use low-cost marketing strategies such as social media, word of mouth, and personal networks to build their customer base and grow their businesses. Pivoting and learning from failure. Many of these entrepreneurs face setbacks and challenges along the way, but they learned from their mistakes, adapted their strategies, and pivoted to new opportunities as necessary. Through these case studies, Guillebeau reinforces the idea that anyone can start a business with a small initial investment, especially when they focus on solving problems, staying lean, and building strong customer relationships. The stories serve as concrete evidence that entrepreneurship doesn't require large amounts of capital or a traditional business background. In essence, Chapter 8 provides a wide range of success stories that highlight how ordinary people have applied the principles from the book to create thriving businesses, offering readers both motivation and actionable insights. Chapter 9. Scaling and Growth. In Chapter 9, Chris Guillebeau shifts focus to the next phase of business, scaling and growth. After successfully launching your business with minimal investment, the next challenge is how to expand it without losing the core values and lean approach that made it successful in the first place. Guillebeau explains that scaling doesn't mean you have to make your business much larger or hire a lot of employees. Instead, it's about finding ways to reach more customers, increase revenue, and grow your impact without increasing overhead costs significantly. The key is to maintain the flexibility and efficiency of a small business while expanding your reach. The chapter provides several strategies for scaling. 1. Automating and streamlining. As businesses grow, repetitive tasks can become overwhelming. Guillebeau stresses the importance of finding tools, systems, and processes that automate key aspects of your business, such as customer service, sales, and marketing. This helps reduce manual work and frees up time for more strategic decisions. 2. Outsourcing. While the initial stages of a business may require you to do everything yourself, scaling often involves bringing in help. Guillebeau suggests using outsourcing to handle tasks that aren't central to your business's growth or to areas where you don't have the expertise. This can include hiring freelancers, virtual assistants, or contracting out specific projects. 3. Diversifying offerings. Once your business has established a core product or service, consider diversifying your offerings. This could be introducing new products or services that align with your original idea or expanding into related markets. Diversifying helps mitigate risks and opens new revenue streams. 4. Expanding marketing efforts. As your business grows, increasing your marketing reach becomes essential. Guillebeau talks about leveraging digital marketing, such as content marketing, social media, and paid ads, to reach larger audiences. He also emphasizes the power of building a community around your brand and using that community to spread the word and create loyal customers. 5. Finding strategic partners. Scaling can also involve partnerships with other businesses or influencers who can help amplify your brand. These partnerships can provide access to new audiences, share resources, and help with logistical or operational challenges. 6. Staying lean and profitable. Even as your business grows, Guillebeau advises maintaining a lean approach. Growth should focus on increasing profits rather than expenses. This involves tracking your expenses carefully, ensuring that new investments align with your business goals, and prioritizing high-return activities. Finally, Guillebeau highlights the importance of adapting to change. The market and customer needs evolve, and so must your business. Entrepreneurs should continue to be flexible and open to adjusting their strategies as they scale. In summary, Chapter 9 provides actionable insights for entrepreneurs who have moved beyond the initial startup phase and are now looking to expand their businesses. The focus is on growth strategies that are sustainable, scalable, and efficient, emphasizing the importance of maintaining the lean mindset while increasing impact and revenue. Chapter 10. Moving Forward. In Chapter 10, Chris Guillebeau offers guidance on how to continue your entrepreneurial journey after achieving initial success. This chapter is about maintaining momentum, evolving your business, and staying motivated as you move from startup to sustainable enterprise. Guillebeau stresses that entrepreneurship is a continuous process, and while the early stages of a business may be exciting, the real challenge comes with maintaining growth and adapting over time. Key points from this chapter include: 1. Embrace the entrepreneurial mindset. Guillebeau reinforces that entrepreneurial success is not just about having a good idea, it's about the mindset and attitude you bring to the process. A successful entrepreneur is always looking for opportunities to improve, grow, and adapt. Even when things are going well, it's important to stay curious, creative, and resilient. 2. Focus on long-term sustainability. After achieving initial success, entrepreneurs should focus on creating a sustainable business model that can withstand the ups and downs of the market. Guillebeau discusses strategies for building a brand that resonates with customers and for making business decisions that ensure the long-term health of the company. 3. Avoid complacency. Once you have a successful business, it's easy to get comfortable. However, Guillebeau warns against complacency. Businesses need to evolve to stay competitive. Entrepreneurs should continue innovating, seeking new opportunities and improving their offerings to meet customer needs. 4. Build a network. One of the keys to long-term success is the strength of your business network. Guillebeau encourages readers to nurture relationships with other entrepreneurs, mentors, partners, and customers. A strong network can provide support, inspiration, and new business opportunities. 5. Personal growth and lifestyle design. Entrepreneurship is also about designing a lifestyle that works for you. Guillebeau discusses how to balance business growth with personal fulfillment. He encourages readers to define what success means to them personally, whether it's more time for family, the freedom to travel, or the ability to work on their passions, and to keep these values in mind as they move forward. 6. Giving back. As businesses grow, Guillebeau suggests considering how you can use your success to contribute to others. Whether through mentoring, philanthropy, or other forms of giving, many entrepreneurs find that sharing their success with others brings fulfillment and positive impact. 7. Staying agile. The final piece of advice in the chapter is about staying agile in an ever-changing world. Markets, technologies, and customer preferences evolve, so being able to pivot and adapt is critical for long-term success. Entrepreneurs should continually monitor industry trends and be ready to shift their strategies when necessary. In essence, Chapter 10 is about sustaining success and continuing to move forward with a clear vision and strong mindset. Guillebeau encourages entrepreneurs to keep learning, growing, and embracing the challenges and opportunities that come with running a business. Moving forward requires continuous innovation, staying connected to your customers, and building a life that aligns with your entrepreneurial aspirations.